everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Mia and today I'm going to be sharing my vitiligo story. In case you didn't know what vitiligo is, it is a disease that causes the loss of skin color. Normally, the color of hair and skin is determined by melanin. Vitiligo occurs when the cells that produce melanin die or stop functioning and your body has no way of recreating those cells. So, I developed vitiligo when I was, I think, 11 years old maybe. And I just woke up one morning and it was there. My skin color on my legs was a different color. You know, it was like white, and I'm a darker skinned girl, you know, so it was very noticeable. So that was when I was 11 years old, and I'll insert pictures where I can. I'll insert a picture somewhere, and it was just on my right leg. That was it. It was just on my right leg. The entire leg was covered, and I don't have a picture from back then because I'm this age now, so I don't have a picture of the way it looked back then, and it looks 10 times better now. But it was just on my right leg, just the shin part of my leg, the front and the back, and then on the back of my thigh. That was it. And on my foot, and also on my foot. And yeah, I just woke up one morning and then it was a different color, and I can't really remember everything about it, like how my family reacted, you know, what my mom said. I can't really remember those things, but it was just there. And I don't even think my mom took me to the doctor, you know. I don't even think I went to see a specialist or anything back then. And so I just grew up with it on my leg. And my family, if I remember, they didn't really treat me any different, you know. It was just something that was there. And so as I got older, I think like by the time I turned 13, it was over my eyes. Like, you know how you have dark circles around your eyes? Mine were like white, you know. And I'll see if I can find a picture. I probably won't be able to find a picture because I wasn't really too fond of pictures. Like, this really took a toll on my self-esteem, but my eyes were white and then my right leg was white. And so my mom still didn't take me to the doctor. I don't know why. I just don't know why. She just didn't take me, you know. And I was 13, it came over my eyes, and I still was just living life. I still had to go to school. I still had to go to church. I still had to do those things. I just had bright patches on my face. And like I said, I'm a dark-skinned girl, so it was very noticeable on my face, on my body. And so growing up, I kind of remember, like, I still had friends. I still had people to try to be my friend, you know. It wasn't a big deal for them, I don't think. My friends from like middle school and elementary, I really don't remember so much, but like my friends from middle school, they never asked me about it. They never asked me what it was, things like that, you know. They were just my friends, and I'm so grateful for them because they showed me that I could be normal, you know, that I could be likable, you know. And so it wasn't really difficult for me to make friends, I can say that much. Growing up with it affected my self-esteem a lot. Like, even though I couldn't date until I was 16 because of my mom's rules, you know, we couldn't date until we were 16, and this happened at like 11 and 13, it still affected my self-esteem a lot, I can say. I wasn't the type to go up to boys, you know, and that was a big part of the reason why, because I had this stuff on my face and I had this stuff on my legs. So I never walked up to a boy and said anything, you know, even though I couldn't, you know, I still did it, and that was one of the reasons that it stopped me. And so I remember in 7th grade, I tried out for the cheerleading team for my middle school. And I don't know really what made me try out for this cheerleading team, except I did, you know. And me and my sister tried out together. And I made the team. But I don't remember. I made the team, but something happened and I ended up not being able to cheer. So fast forward, going to high school, I tried out for the team, my high school team, and I made it. And the girls on the team were really like accepting and welcoming of me. They didn't make me feel any type of way because of my skin. They were just very nice, you know. And I wasn't expecting this, you know, being high school, but they were really nice. They accepted me, you know. They didn't make me feel like any different from them, you know. My sister was also on the team, so maybe that played a part in it as well. But they made me feel welcome. They made me feel like a sister. It was like a sisterhood. So I cheered 9th grade through 12th grade year. And then my 11th grade year, you know, I turned 16 and I was able to start dating. I was actually dating before I turned 16. Sorry, mama, but you already know. If you're watching this video, sorry, girl. So I actually did have a boyfriend at 16. And, I mean, at 15. And he, honestly, he made me feel like I was just the most beautiful girl in the world. Like, he made me feel really good about myself. You know, he didn't make me feel shamed about the things I had going on, you know, my vitiligo. And so I dated him for about 4 or 5 months. You know, it was nothing serious. I was in 10th grade, you know, and but he did make me feel like I was just the most beautiful girl in the world. And I just thank him for that, like, giving me that confidence. Even though, you know, you shouldn't build your confidence based on a man or a guy or a boy or anything like that. He made, because of my situation with the vitiligo and everything, he just made me feel like it didn't matter and that he still loved me and everything like that. So fast forward to when I turned 16 and I was able to start dating. My sister had a boyfriend and he had a cousin that was interested in me. And so I don't have any experience with guys except my first little, you know, I was sneaking in a way. And so he was interested in me. He told his cousin to, you know, hook him up and everything. So that was my first, like, real boyfriend. Like, he used to come to my house and we went to school together and everything. And so when he saw my leg for the first time, you know, by this time the face had cleared up. Like, I just woke up one morning and it was just gone. You know, it's like it's not here now. I don't have on like makeup covering up or anything. It was just gone, which I was just so happy about. Like, y'all, I was just so happy that it was gone. Like, I just had a regular face. So it's easy to hide my legs. You know, I can wear pants, I can wear leggings, I can wear stockings, you know, different things. But on the face, it was just not as easy. And so my mom wouldn't let me cover it up anyway. Like, she was not buying makeup. She was not doing any of that. Like, she wouldn't let me cover it up. So by the time I started dating my actual first boyfriend, you know, the face had cleared up and it was just on my leg. So by the time the first time he saw my leg, he was just like, oh. He was just like, oh. And I'm able to laugh about it now, y'all, because, like, I'm 28 years old. No. Hold up. I'm 27. I'm 27 years old, so I've been dealing with this, you know, since I was 11. So I can laugh about it now, but, you know, back then I really was just like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Like, how am I going to deal with this? And so when the first time he saw it, he was just like, oh, you know, okay, it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Like, you're still beautiful to me. I still like you. I still want to be with you. And sorry, I'm texting my anyway, he was like, I still want to be with you, yada yada yada. So we just didn't, like, I don't know if his friends ever asked him about it or what, but about his girlfriend, but so their relationship didn't last. And then I had a couple of boyfriends after that. So as far as like dating, Vitiligo never stopped me from like dating and getting boyfriends and things like that. It really just took a toll on my self-esteem. Like, I would never approach a guy. Never. Like, I just would never approach a guy. But that didn't stop guys from approaching me. So fast forward to like being grown. You know, okay, I ain't gonna say grown. I'm gonna say in college, freshman year of college. I had friends in college and they were like pretty, like gorgeous friends. I had some, like my high school friends were my college friends. Like my high school friends, we went to college together. Well, a couple of us went to college together. And even in high school with my high school friends, like they always welcomed me and made me feel good about myself, you know. They were just friends. What friends do and what friends did. Like they were just amazing. And I'll just be forever grateful for them as well. But yeah, my high school friends were also my college friends because we, like I said, went to college together in our hometown. And college was a different ball game because it's college, you know, it's college. And so I stayed on campus. So and my dorm was co-ed, so it was like girls and boys together. And we used to just hang out in front of the dorms all night long and just talk and dance and do things like that. And you know, it's August. So, you know, starting college is August and it's hot outside. So colleges have like millions of people on campus. So you have people dressing for the weather. So I would just wear jeans every day. Like I was not ready to expose me. Like my high school was very small. You know, my community that I grew up in was very small. So it was easy to be myself, as you can say. It was easy to be myself, but college, it was just a whole different ball game. Like a million people, it felt like, and it was really just a lot of people. The dorm, like I said, was co-ed. You know, you have girls that are like gorgeous, like bodies banging, all of that. And so I would just wear jeans every day. Like I had every pair of kind of jean that you could think of, like, because I was not like, and I also wore maxi dresses, you know, dresses that were really long. So I was able to hide it for a while, a long while. And so like my first 2 years of college, I really just didn't date. You know, my first year, I was not as involved as I would have liked to be. Like if I could go back, I would just do things different. But my first year, maybe like the first semester, I was not as involved. But I had a friend who was involved. You know, she was into that type of thing. And so she took me like with her to different events on campus and everything. And I would just wear jeans. You know, I was just like, I cannot afford to expose myself to, all of these different people. And I wasn't, you know, I just wasn't going to do that. So I wore pants. I covered up a lot. And it was just easier that way. And I didn't even date. I didn't date from 2010, 11, 12. I went to college. I started college in August of 2010. And I just didn't date, I don't think. Oh, I did date. Okay, so maybe like freshman year I did date. And it was a boy from high school. He had moved to a different city. And he reached out to me on Facebook and was like, he's always had a crush on me. And he wanted to be my boyfriend. So he already knew, you know, because we went to high school together, he already knew about the vitiligo. And so I dated him for about 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 months. And then we broke up and I just didn't date again for 3 years until I started to date my boyfriend in 2014. He was my sister's nephew on her dad's side. Don't ask me, y'all. Hello? I don't know what it is. But yeah, so my boyfriend that I met in 2014, he was my sister's nephew. Y'all, I'm laughing because that is so weird to say. But yes, he was my sister's nephew. I met him through her. It's like he saw me one day. He came to pick my sister up and take her somewhere. And he was my age, so he wasn't like in high school or anything. He was my age, and he came to pick her up, and he saw me. And then he told my sister that he wanted to get my number. Yeah, so we started talking like that. And so I cannot remember his reaction the first time he saw. I can't remember. But we were together for about 7 or 8 months. And then that didn't last. Yeah, I can keep a man. And so after we broke up, I met who? So after we broke up, you know, I had graduated from college. He came to the college graduation party that I had, and I still was like wearing pants, y'all. Like, even though I had been with this guy all of this time, and he saw me like without pants on, you know, I was still embarrassed and ashamed and like didn't want to expose myself to the world or anybody really. And so after that, I called myself moving to Nashville, Tennessee. After I graduated, you know, I wasn't dating anyone. I don't think I wasn't dating. Yo, fast, back up. Yes, I was. I had met a guy downtown. Downtown. I met a guy. Yes. And I had on a dress. I did have on a dress when I met this guy, but it was a maxi dress, so it was long. And we talked from May until December. We talked from May to December. He actually lived out of town, so he came to see me sometime in between that time, but we talked a lot, like every day, 24/7. And so I got comfortable with him. And like, this was the first time that this actually happened. Like, I got comfortable with him. I felt like I could be myself. I felt like I could tell him about my vitiligo. And so I did, you know, and he was just like very accepting. You know, this was, I sent pictures, you know, we FaceTimed and I showed him, like, and he was just like, you're still beautiful, you know, this won't change the way I feel about you. And keep in mind, like, we have been talking, this is maybe like 2 months, 3 months in. And he was like, you know, I still think you're beautiful. I still want to get to know you and continue to date you. He was like, this doesn't change anything. Like, he was really like accepting of it. You know, and so we continued to talk, and he came down to visit me, and this is when he actually seen it in person, and he was like unfazed by it. You know, he was rubbing my legs, he was kissing my legs, you know, everything. So I guess I can say that I did date, but it wasn't like, I don't know, because I still wore pants. I still was afraid to show my legs, even when I was out with these guys, you know, and they never said anything. I think to just make me feel comfortable, to let me feel comfortable with them, they allowed me to put on the clothes that I chose to wear. But if I could go back, you know, baby, I would do it again and wear shorts and skirts and just let it all hang out. So fast forward to today, there's still no cure for it. It's only treatment, and it's not 100% gonna get you your skin color back. I've tried covering it up, but like I said, it's unilateral, so it's on one side, my entire one side. And so like, my legs are long, 5'8", and so imagine trying to cover up. I mean, I did in college, I would use Dermablend, and I would just cover, like, 2 hours before I went somewhere and I wanted to wear a skirt or shorts or something, I would just cover the entire leg up with the Dermablend. And it took so long. And yeah, I would never forget, my friend's boyfriend picked us up for a party, and I had put the Dermablend all over my leg. Just the one leg to just kind of blend it in, you know. Got in this man's car. I didn't do it early enough to give it enough time to dry. Got in this man's car, y'all. The mess all over the man's seat. I just couldn't believe it. So I did try to cover it up and you know, with the Dermablend and makeup and stuff, but I just got tired of doing that. So I just never showed it. And sometimes I do now, but sometimes I don't. And like with my career, the job that I'm in, I probably won't show it. I'm a teacher, so I teach pre-K, little kids, and I just don't have time for the questions. And like, I try to teach my kids about diversity, and everybody's different. We all are made different. We all look different. We're shaped different. Our eyes, our hair, everything is different. But it's like, I don't feel like explaining to them, and I don't feel like having those little bitty eyes just on, you know, my leg, just looking, making me feel uncomfortable, you know. So I don't wear my legs out at my job. I have a son, a 2-year-old son, and that was one of the things that I was worried about, was him getting vitiligo, or him developing vitiligo. But my son is mixed, so he is African American, of course, for me, but his dad is Puerto Rican and Dominican, so he is also Puerto Rican, Dominican, and African American. So he has a lighter skin tone, so I'm not really worried about it affecting him as much. There's always a possibility that he could get it, but like I said, he has a lighter skin tone, so it won't be as noticeable as it was for me. So yeah, that's my story. I could talk more about it. Like, I can continue to talk about it all day long, because it's been a part of my life for so long, and I still hide it to this day. Like, my boyfriend now, we've been together for 4 years, and he doesn't mind it at all. Like, he doesn't mind it at all. And so I still choose to wear pants just because I'm respecting how he would feel. Like, I don't want anybody attacking him or asking him about me, anything about me. So I just wear pants. We've been to Puerto Rico, like, we've been to the beach and to the water parks and stuff. And I don't know, I get the strange looks, but I've been getting these looks my whole life. So I don't want him to get those looks. You know, I just don't want him to have to deal with that. But like I said, he's amazing. He doesn't care. Like, he still loves me. He loves our son. So it's just a part of our life. And I think he's accepting of it, you know. I'm not accepting of it as much as I should be. I can say that. And my skin, like, it has cleared up a lot. So, like, the thing is it could clear up and it could not clear up. But like I said, I've been this way since I was 11, and I'm 27, you know. So it has cleared up a lot, but it's still noticeable. And like I said, I'll insert some pictures so you guys can see them. But thank you for watching. If you would like more videos, to see more videos, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.